Hey guys, welcome back to WTX. My name is Steven. We're bird watching, going through Watcher Guru's tweets because today Silicon Valley Bank went under and it was picked up by the government, the FDIC, and it's it's a crazy moment just because the amount of customers that go through Silicon Valley Bank, I couldn't imagine them trying to pay their employees, trying to access their accounts through like their payroll or like pay third-party companies that need to get paid because this bank went under. And when will they be able to access their funds, or will they ever be able to access their funds, or will they ever be compensated for what it is that they're owed? Um, but not only that, why was why within the last 24 hours are we like as a society just kind of watching this unfold? And I think about the analysts, the experts, the intellectuals who are able to kind of feed us their knowledge, and then we're just kind of just reading along like, oh, things will be fine, especially when we get statements like this: the CEO told investors to stay calm and don't panic. I can't imagine how many times I've seen that in the last 20, 30 years where a CEO is like, hey, don't worry about it. We got this under control. But instead, they pulled their money out of their stocks and they make out like a bandit. Well, what happens to all the other investors, or the people who are um, intertwined through their company? What happens to them? Because this is a bank for tech companies. Like, how is this going to affect? Who is this going to affect negatively, and how is it going to affect Americans? Will this affect other banks? I don't know. I'm curious to see where this all leads in the next few months. But then again, for the last 2 years, I've been kind of watching this weird, like, downward spiral in the sense, from gas prices going up to prices of meat, prices of eggs. Like, there have been things that have been going on that the media hasn't been giving us answers, that the federal government hasn't been giving us answers. And I just find it to be very odd that we look that a lot of people look towards the news to get information, but we have to sit here and we have to wait for information. And sometimes the information is very small. Yeah, I get it. Like, our attention span isn't that great, but I'm just kidding. It's not that it's not great. It's that we've been fed information so quickly that we're just kind of like looking for the quickest way to take in the important stuff and then just kind of go about our business. But there's moments where, like this, we get so much information and we can't help but think, okay, who has the best information? And that's where a lot of people will get misled because they might follow somebody and be like, oh, they have the better information. Like me, am I getting the best information from Watcher Guru? Well, the thing is, I made sure that I was getting not only information from him, but from Unusual Whale, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban. I was getting it from from other experts, from financial experts, from other intellectuals who really dive in and like feed information. I can't take it all in. I'm not that smart. But then again, I take in what I can. But this right here is making me think that in the near future, we could potentially see a banking crisis. How is that going to affect Americans? How is that going to affect others? And who's going to be held accountable for it? But we won't know until it hits us, like today, where a lot of people kind of just woke up and their life got flipped upside down. But then again, there's warning signs, right? Stay calm and don't panic. I'm getting my money out now. That's the typical answer that I would hope others would say before things get shut down and there's no access to it. Um, but yeah, I'm really curious to see how this unfolds, especially not only with um, tech companies, but also crypto companies, because there are so many companies that seem to be intertwined with Silicone Valley Bank. And it's going to be interesting to watch. So I hope you'll come with me on this journey as we kind of just witness whether it's like a banking crisis, a Great Depression times two, or I don't know, whatever's to come. Who knows? There might even be a World War III. This is not exciting times. This is scary times because anything can happen at a moment's notice, and our lives can be flipped upside down. But anyways, thank you for coming out. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.